Greetings, greetings, fellow stargazers. Oh, 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 yeah. Greetings, fellow stargazers. Welcome to another day, another venture with EPICBLASIAN. I'm your host, Jamie, aka Trishwan. Thank you for joining us. We had a subscriber. There goes the little Chinese wifey of mine. We have a subscriber that wants to know about my weight loss. So I guess we'll have to discuss that. But first, let me get this camera situated. My goodness me. What is up, Blasian? What is up to everybody in the house? They're waiting to see you go live. What is up, Ronald and Blasian? Yes. My wife has been asking, when are we going live again? I've been lazy. Are you reading what they're saying about me? Give me a second, guys. I gotta plug in the charger.
I think it's not long enough, Robert.
No, we normally use this.
It's not long enough. Let me get an extension. Just try to put it on an extension cord.
We normally use this charger. La 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 la. La 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 la.
I know what happened. This has to be pushed back.
Oh yeah. Bear with us, guys. Let me make sure this is charging. Yep, it's charging. All right, let's go back and read the comments. Blasian, what's up? Been waiting seeing you go, your live go on and off. Laugh out loud. Hey, you too. Food looks good. Thanks. Greetings. Wow, you are losing weight. Are you a vegetarian? Oh wait, your wife cooks. Got you all fast foods. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I mean, I still. To the person that wanted me to talk about my weight loss, leave a comment, whether you're joining us live or watching this later, so I can remember who it is. Is that Eugene? Is that you asking me? But anyway, so he wanted me to do a vlog on it. So I figured while we're eating dinner, we'll go ahead and do that. Just give you a little sample of what it is.
That's how you get the lost weight from it.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot of chewing and a lot of smacking. But anyway, hope you guys are doing good. We're doing good. Yeah, so the videos that I upload in the future, you'll notice I'm heavier, more bloated in the face. So much carbs. I'm not exactly sure. This is juice. We just got the juicing. You follow me on Instagram, you know. I'm not exactly sure. Sorry about all the smacking, guys. I'm not exactly sure what it was that had me lose the weight. This is one thing I take. Blue Bonnet, alpha lipoic acid, 600 milligrams. This right here helps speed up your metabolism. But this is basically to help inflammation or lower blood sugar. That and pretty much the salads, the fruits in the salad. So in the salad I'll have, make sure this camera angle is right, because the sun's setting, so it's flashing this way, so it's got you kind of going from bright to dark. Let's see. Oh well, why are you covering your mouth?
I'm chewing.
Oh, you're chewing. All right, so anyway, I could show you guys the salad, but I don't feel like grabbing out of the refrigerator. It's basically organic salad. It's got kale, Swiss chard, tatsoi. What else is in there? Arugula, spinach. So it's got 5 different things. It's pre-washed. The best one I like is the baby girl one. Pre-washed like 3 times, organic salad. Then I'll mix strawberries, blueberries, granny apples, so it'll be sweet. Then I sprinkle cinnamon on everything.
Long time I have not been on YouTube.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Champ 637. Yes, I haven't uploaded a video in 2 weeks. Been kind of chilling, but saw your Instagram pics last time. Okay, thanks. And we definitely I have videos that I've shot. I just got to get around to edit it. My back has been kind of bothering me, so I haven't been sitting in my chair editing. Just been kind of relaxing. But yeah, that's it. So I was 226, then I lost some weight, then I gained it back. All the carbs, flour, everything. So you can see all my stuff that I used to wear that was like extra large. And yeah, this is like a shirt you wear around the house. I got like a toothpaste stain or something like that. Yeah, I am.
So how many pounds you're losing, Bobby?
I mean, I was 226, and I went to like 217. Went back up to about 222, going to 217. Now, in the morning, I'm 186. The goal was 170. 170 was when I first, around 165 when I was really skinny. Yeah, my goal was 170. I want to get to 170 and see how I look. Because when I was like 165 and I had like a 31-inch waist or whatever, then I started working out with weights, and then I got bigger. Then I got to 170, and I was benching like heavy and bulking up and all that. But then I stopped working out around 2003, 2004, and I was used to eating a lot, and now I got fat. My goal is 135 or 155 now, right now. Great. That's a good goal. I'd rather be like your goal, where it's not too much, than to be like 227, dropping down to like 170. But as you can see, shirts like this used to be bloated on me, and I'm not sucking my stomach in or anything like that. If I suck in my stomach, that's what it's like. So, I've lost a lot of weight.
You're pregnant like 8 months?
Yeah.
To 2 months now.
I was like 1 month, like 1 month pregnant, but now I'm 1 month pregnant. I was like about 6.5 months pregnant with that belly. But now that I'm losing weight,
Hey, Brian. Brian Jackson.
What is up, Brian Jackson?
And wifey. Oh.
Ah!
Okay.
Ah!
Brian Jackson say nice like cake.
Oh, thanks. Actually, that's pretty pathetic. I haven't stretched out because of my back. So, as you guys know, you see videos I can kick pretty much over anybody's head. Andre. All right. Where's the likes, guys? We need some love. Show us some likes. We give hearts for all the likes. Decent kick. I'm a black belt, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, bro. Look at that. I know. I've been on your channel. I've seen you. I've seen your martial art demonstrations.
Apparently, there are a lot of black belt watchers, Bobby.
There's a heart for the person that gave us the like.
For everybody that's online right now. I guess because of holiday tomorrow, people is more relaxing today.
Yeah, I guess.
No time to get online and stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, another thing is, when I had gotten fat and out of shape, I was still cooking, but thanks, Brian. I had stopped kicking because my mother was telling my wife yesterday that she remembers me always walking around kicking over people's head. Oh, you're in Texas. My university campus is closed till Tuesday.
Wow.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear about that. We actually were gonna send some money. We were just talking about that at church. My dad, we're gonna send some money over for people that experienced the hurricane. Hope everything works out good for you.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Yeah. I know there's another one that's brewing, the Irma or whatever, the one in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So as I got heavy, I wasn't able to kick and all that. All the videos you guys have of me are usually when I'm like out of shape kicking. There are some videos that I have when I'm slimmer kicking that I want to upload. But there's also a couple homemade karate movies we made years ago. One of them got lost. I'm so mad to this day at my brother, but I forgive him. When he was moving, he forgot to grab the tape after I called him up several times to remind him. Oh yeah, I think I got it. But anyway, I digress. So I haven't been able to kick and everything like I want to. Now, when I was younger, when you're younger, growing up in the 80s, you want to be big and buffed and strong and all that. I miss you too, Andre. And as you get older, in your 30s, you're like, later 30s, you're like, I don't like carrying around, packing all that weight. Because when you're young, you're strong, everything's great. But then as you get older, I don't need to have all that bulk and muscle mass. I mean, it looks great for film and camera and all that, but been there, done that. Got my few pictures and photos, and now as you get older, it's about heart health and watching cholesterol and blood sugar and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to sound old in 30s, but you do have to take in concern because you get older, gravity has its effect, So, yep. So whoever wanted me to talk about it, I'm talking about it. Yeah, we've had to go shopping. I've had to get more clothes. But the videos you guys will see in the future, you'll see me, I'll be still bigger because they're kind of little older videos from maybe last year, and my face is all carved up. But as you can see, Randy Mitchell James.
Hey, Randy.
I left you a like on your Instagram photo. You look so happy.
What did she do?
You just upload a photo. I liked it.
Ah.
As you can see, like this right here, these shorts, I have to wear a belt. My wife's like, "Why are you putting a belt on?" I'm like, "Because if I don't, it's gonna fall off." And I have to tighten it because, like.
Okay, but you don't have to demonstrate that.
I'm not gonna flash it. Right? I'm just putting a belt.
I had some Thai
Hey
food
guys,
today.
wanna see my butt?
I had some Thai food today. Have you ever had Thai? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We love Thai food.
I think that we got a video. Yeah, if you go on Instagram. Oh, that's right, Brolican. I know you're not one for the new stuff.
Especially Ron. He loves Thai food.
Yes. His wife is Thai.
The new pants, man.
Yeah, I've actually gone shopping and got new shorts and everything. But if you're on Instagram, you can look at the photos and the videos that we took of us in the mall eating Thai food. And that was just a snippet of a video of a future video that's coming up.
Yeah, even though it's not like original Thai food,
I mean,
because Americanized Thai
it was
food.
Asian people that made it. It was in the mall.
Yeah.
They're Asian, so.
Ron said, "Yes, I love Thai food." You better. Yes, Ron.
Yeah, so everything is slimming out for me.
Tom Yum Kung. I mean, real Thai food, not fusion food. Ah, okay.
Ah!
Thai food is good. Well, yeah, Chinese food is good, and Malay food is good. Well, I love food, so it's hard.
Yeah, man. So these days you gotta stay healthy. We just juiced. We got a lot more in the refrigerator. It's
Kale,
this time it's different. It's kale, cucumber,
apples,
ginger, granny apples, lemon, celery,
yeah.
and I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so.
Next time we're gonna try turmeric, parsley, spinach, cilantro. We'll try something else.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for a while, but yeah, no carrots this time because the high sugar content.
Yeah.
This is really kind of sour. But yeah, so as I began to lose weight, like everything started to fall down. A lot of the shirts I have were like extra large shirts, and now they're too big. My wife was joking with me. She's like, I see you got your dress on. Because it hangs so low and looks like I was wearing a dress. So, yeah. But it's fun. I know there's a couple people that watch us that are trying to lose weight. And they're trying to meet their goal. But, you know, I just thank God that I'm losing weight. And it came off relatively easy. Once you cut out the carbs and the white stuff, the whiter the bread, the sooner you're dead.
I see that you're eating white too, Bobby.
Rice. Now, when was the last time you saw me eat rice?
It's a long time ago.
Probably that Thai video that we did in the mall.
Yeah.
And that was like, what, a month ago?
Is that nice? Or rice or noodles? It's actually noodles at that time, I think, right?
I think I had...
Was it rice? I may be forgetting. Whatever.
Anyway, so...
No, not really. We love to watch Korean, so the last movie we watched was what? Fast Furious? No. Oh, the Korean movie, Bobby. That the one the zombies thing.
Train to Busan.
Train to Busan. That is scary.
That wasn't scary, but it was all Fate of the Furious on DVD. I actually re-rented it. Hold on.
And we have 10 Commandments to watch today.
That's a classic, the 10 Commandments. My sister's got it on DVD, so, you know, I wanted to check it out. But, got this from the library. Swordmaster, directed by Derek E. And produced by Choi Hark. I grew up, as you guys know, watching Japanese animation and Chinese movies, so I know all the directors. I've got, if not 1,000 DVDs, I've got hundreds of Chinese films. So I know people that make all that. The Fate of the Furious, we already saw this on Blu-ray, but I got it on DVD from the library. Then I watched this, Aftermath. So we always have movies, and we got movies over there we haven't watched. But, and then I've watched a couple movies that she hasn't seen. But we just been basically watching a lot of soaps lately. What movies have you watched, Brolican? Let us know.
To the people also out there that loves Korean soap, Reply 1988 is recommended. It's good.
Tell them why you like it so much.
I love it. I love that soap. It's just so heartwarming and, you know.
Thank you, Tiffany, for recommending it.
Yes.
If you're watching.
It's nice and quiet right now. Yeah, the soap is good. All the casts are casted pretty good. You know, I love all of them. And it's so funny. Andrew said you're awesome. Jet Li has a new one on DVD. Jet Li, we haven't seen Jet Li for a long time.
Outside of the Expendables.
Yeah.
Because he's had a thyroid condition, so that's why like in Expendables, like I think it's 2 or Expendables 3, he can't really do too much fighting because he didn't want to exert the heart. So.
Yeah, I remember
his
you
face
mentioned
was
that.
Big. Remember I showed you those photos?
I remember you mentioned that. Is he okay?
I haven't looked him up in a while. Like I used to look everybody up. Of course, you guys know I'm the ultimate Jean-Claude Van Damme, so anything he had, I had. I watch all of them. Jet Li, Jackie Chan, Scott Adkins, Donnie Yen's my boy, Tony Jaa, Evening and How Are You, Jeremy Owens.
Hey.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us, Jeremy. We'll give you a heart.
We didn't give the people that joined earlier, Bobby.
They have to give us a like. Jackie Chan has a new one. What's the new one?
Is that the one that you watched the other time?
It might be. You're welcome. Let us know what's the new Jackie Chan one, because I just saw one.
Was it the one that your brother mentioned too?
I'm not sure. I'll have to check it out. A lot of them have been doing a lot of direct-to-DVD movies, but overseas they'll get released in theater. But here, they've just been going to direct-DVD just because they're guaranteed to make a certain amount through distribution. So, it seems like the days of the mainstream martial art movies in theaters are kind of over. Like, everybody's now on a different tip. You know, that's what I loved about the 90s, 80s and 90s. You know, you can go to the theater and have all that fan damage, you know. But people still do martial art movies, you know, that make it to theaters overseas. But just, you haven't really seen anything really big here in America.
Yeah.
Not like it was back in the day.
The latest biggest kung fu, it's Donnie Yen. Other than that, nobody is like as big as them and Jet Li and Jackie Chan. No newer one like the new generation who can do.
I mean, you have Scott Adkins, you have Tony Jaa, you have Jackie Wu Jing, which of course is, what's his Chinese name?
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour.
Yeah, I think everybody liked that.
Yeah, I love Rush Hour too.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I can't think of Jackie Wu Jing's name. Wu Jing, that's it. Wu Jing. Duh. But
The Great Wall. Who is in The Great Wall, the main actor?
That's Matt Damon.
Yeah, the Chinese people. How about the Raid?
The Raid. You know, I actually have the Raid 1 and 2 on DVD. I've had it for a couple of years. I just never watched it. I got me a copy.
Is that Jackie Chan movie, probably?
The Raid, no. I think it's a Thai movie.
Ah.
But I heard about it, and I saw the trailers for part 1 and part 2, so I just got it. But
maybe Ron already watched it.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Ron today.
Like, let's just give Ron a heart.
Ron and his wife.
Oh, one more heart for whoever gave us that like. Thank
you.
All likes get hearts. Get a response from us.
My favorite.
That's your favorite movie. Yeah, I heard it was good. I have it. I just haven't watched it. Railroad Tigers is a new Jackie Chan on DVD.
Oh wow, Railroad Tigers. We should check it out. Can we get it at Redbox?
Is it at Redbox?
A few years ago. Oh, maybe you can find it at the library. Or online. Walmart. Okay.
There's a site called AZNV TV, and it normally has all the latest stuff on there.
But they closed down.
It's down for some reason. I don't know, man. Like, I've been watching that since like 2003. I've been going there to watch all my soaps and everything. But now we use like Drama Nice.
Drama Nice, Vicky.
Or whatever it changes its name every other day. It's on a different server. Drama Nice, Drama Cool, Drama... Nicest Drama.
Yeah, on Drama Nice.
If you guys have any questions, let us know. We'll shut it down early today because I know tomorrow's a holiday. But yeah, so ever since I've been losing weight, you have more energy, you feel better. When I get to 170, once my back is strengthened and back to normal, then I'll work out with weights again, but only light. Just a light contour.
Actually, how do you know, Broken? I'll try yoga for your back.
Yeah, I have my reasons why I don't do yoga. I just don't do yoga.
We're going to do Korean barbecue.
Yeah. We went to the store yesterday and got, what's it called?
The bulgogi.
Bulgogi.
Yeah, Korean bulgogi.
So we're going to try that up.
Mm-hmm.
We might not vlog that. It's just probably going to be me and her.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I'm still young. I can still do the full splits. I haven't stretched out in a while. if you think yoga is just for women, I thought you try it into. I've never had Korean barbecue before. Yeah, Korean barbecue is good. No, I don't think yoga is just for women. I don't do it for personal beliefs because I don't feel like getting into it. But I know people say they had benefits from yoga, but I don't do it for a reason because, well, I'm pretty sure you know I don't do yoga. But if you haven't had Korean barbecue, it's pretty good. If you've seen our video, Korean barbecue and our cooking Asian Korean barbecue and our new sriracha grill. If not, check that out. You can see it.
What's sriracha grill, Robert? It's Jojo Rusi.
Whatever. I just butchered that line.
I know, it's difficult. It's complicated for me too.
Yeah. But it's pretty good. We have a Korean store we have here. It's in one of our videos. If you watch it, it's called Korean Food Market or whatever. You can check out that video.
Yeah, World Food Market.
And then there's also if you watch the karaoke video, that's a Korean place. But if you notice, that was filmed back in 480. So we might go there again and shoot it in 4K. It's fun. Or maybe I'll upload part 2 of it. But that was fun. And then there's something else Korean here. There's a couple of Korean restaurants here. We've talked about it. We just never went there. But eventually we're going to go there and try out their food.
We'll check out the video on Korean barbecue. Yeah, it's not like the authentic Korean barbecue. Can you and my wife come over there for Korean? Yeah.
Sure, come over.
Yes, Ron. It was actually the more the merrier for barbecuing stuff. I don't do yoga either. There was what? There's spiritual. Yes.
Yeah, he said I don't do yoga either. There's a spiritual component. All right. Let me just spell it out for you. I don't use yoga because yoga literally means to yoke. You guys know that we are Christian. And I want nothing that has to do with serpent power, messing with your spine, alignment, anything. I don't touch any of the esoteric stuff because I don't want to invite familiar and evil spirits into my body. And when you're doing certain movements, those are actually demonic movements that demons do, certain poses that allow certain movements, which allow spirits to enter in freely to your body. Now, I'm not saying if you go to a yoga class, you're going to get possessed. However, if you play with fire, you will get burnt. So, I'm not messing with yoga, But that's my reasons for it. So, people won't feel like I'm dancing around the issue. I'll just go ahead and tell you. You look so beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
But if you want to practice yoga, that's on you. Whatever. But we don't mess with it. So anyway, what were we talking about?
We were talking, Ron talking about he wants to come over with his wife eating Korean barbecue.
Oh yeah, so Ron.
Yes.
When are you going to start vlogging? Now, we're waiting for you guys to vlog. I know you said your wife is kind of shy, but explain how she was, how you were.
I was shy too. I mean, until now, I'm not like really, really talkative, but I just try to join.
Like, at first I used to film her and she's always get shy, and then,
She's very shy. Yeah. Maybe she can be friends with me and then, can share some of the shyness there.
Yeah, a lot of people that aren't used to getting their pictures taken or vlogging or whatever, they get kind of like weird when the camera's on them. But the more you have exposure to it, the more you get used to it. And now she's the one getting me to do these vlogs. I'm like the one that's lazy and like, I'm done, And now she's like, when are we gonna vlog again? Not that I don't want to, but I just kind of lazy. But so yeah, it's fun, and I think your wife is right, just to be more comfortable. Yeah. What you have to do is just start practicing with your cell phone and just record you guys. If I was close, Helen and I would love to come over.
Maybe one day.
If you guys are in Florida, let us know. Come over for dinner.
Yes. We sure can mix Thai with Chinese.
Yes.
It will be fun.
Oh, we got another like.
Yoo-hoo!
Thanks, whoever gave us that like. We appreciate it. You could talk about you.
I was trying to say something earlier, but I forgot. I lost my thought.
About being shy. movies, yoga.
Involving show. I mean, it's alright to mess up, I guess. I mean, to mess things up. Sometimes, you know, I didn't say the right thing or whatever, but I don't care anymore. So just
yeah,
maybe just whatever.
Facebook. I usually, alright, I think I explained it before, but the deal with Facebook, I had hundreds, if not thousands, of photos and videos. I had a lot of videos. It took me almost like 2 days to delete all my videos off of Facebook. For years and years, I had comments, photos. I had to delete them all. Got mad one day. So now the pictures are up there, just kind of like more recent ones, but I saved them all. But I'm trying to wean myself off from too much social media. Because usually when I get on Facebook, I get a bunch of private messages and people sending me stuff to view that I don't want to view. I'm like, I'm a Christian. I don't want to see this mess. I don't want to see foolishness. I don't have time for it. I'm not like 18, like, oh my God, June did it. You know, I know I'm young and I look so hot.
Probably.
But, you know, I'm an adult in my 30s, and the stuff that used to excite me when I was 18, I'm not 18 anymore, you know, so that stuff has no bearing on me whatsoever. I don't really care about 97% of the stuff out there. But I know people don't know that, and they still I totally understand what you're saying. So people send you stuff, and then sometimes when you scroll through your wall of friends you're subscribed to, whatever, or on Facebook, and sometimes they might not be saved, and they post all kind of stuff. I've seen some stuff on my wall that was just XXX pornographic, and there's some stuff posted by people that claim to be Christian. It's like, I thought you said you were a Christian. It's like, what in the world are you posting on your channel, you know? I've seen your video you should watch that describes what you were saying. Okay, so I'm kind of bored with Facebook. I love Instagram more because I get more of a response. I mean, I get a lot of responses on Facebook, don't get me wrong, and I appreciate you guys that are here that like me on Facebook. I'll open it up again eventually, but the only thing about Instagram is the photos don't come out big. You have to kind of like press the button and zoom in, pinch the zoom if you want to see detail. In the Facebook, the photos are already big. But yeah, Twitter and Instagram right now. I had a Snapchat, but I closed it because I don't really get the thing with Snapchat. I want to do, as soon as I get the login thing corrected with Periscope, I'm going to go back to doing more Periscope vlogs. But, you know, I still like to come over here if I don't upload a video. But, yeah, so I'm pretty much Instagram and Twitter, and I'll go back to Facebook eventually. Did you want to say anything? You want to give me a kiss? No. No. You get to know kiss. Not on camera. Oh, we got some more likes. So thanks for the like. Thanks for the like. Thanks for the like. Anya. Thanks for the like. You have a video for me to check out. Okay. I'll check it out. Just know this. Please do not send me videos with booty, half-naked women, pornographic images, clubbing, profanity, all that, because I'm not watching it. Hold on, I have my glasses turned off. You two are my favorite channel. Thanks.
Thank you,
I'm a Muslim. Love y'all. Have a blessed day.
You too, Brian.
You
Have
too.
fun. Enjoy your Labor Day holiday.
Yes.
Man, give me more credit. It talks about die to your old self. Broken.
Okay. Yeah. If you want to send it to me, go ahead and send it to me. I forgot what the
video is just for you guys so you can know a bit about Islam. Okay.
Okay. Trust me, I know about Islam.
Yeah, Chim, I actually born and raised in Indonesia, and
which is what, the largest Muslim country in the world?
Yeah, because of the population and stuff is already big, and then so most of them, majority of them is Muslim. So yeah, most of my friends back there, like, you know, not my my school friend, maybe a few, my colleague, co-worker, most of them are Muslim. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. There was times when I call her, and there'd be people screaming on the bell. I'm like, what in the world is that? And it'd be like the Muslim holiday over there in Indonesia, and I'm like, man, they can get out there and do that and scream on bullhorns like that.
Because the majority of them are Muslim, so that's why.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Just like if it was whatever, people do whatever in the country. So, yeah. So we get people from all walks of life to watch our channel, and we do appreciate it. And I do appreciate this rice. I didn't really have a topic. I just wanted to hop on real quick. I just mentioned about the weight loss, and somebody asked me about it. So if you guys have anything you want to discuss, any other topics, anything in the news, you want to let us know how your day's going, how your weekend's going.
What you about to do tomorrow?
What you got planned for tomorrow? What type of videos would you like for us to do? What would you like to see in the videos? Is there any specific topics you would like us to cover?
Yeah. Because maybe we're kind of boring. What we do is like just going to the store here and there. I hope that hurricane doesn't come to Florida, right? I hope the hurricane doesn't come to anywhere. Just stay at the sea or somewhere, you know.
Yeah, especially around 2003 or 2004. It was like every week there was another hurricane coming here. And every week we get off of work on Friday and get paid for it. I loved it. At that old job.
That was long time ago.
Yeah, it was. That's what I said, 2003, 2004. But they had a little picture of the map, and it had Florida, and it had this little cartoon character of this hurricane coming towards Florida. And it's like, what's up with Florida? You know? But I hope nobody gets hit by a hurricane. We're in the Bible Belt, so people have been praying these suckers to pass over us, and they have. And I just thank God we haven't got hit. I know one thing. When hurricanes get near here, it is a rush, a dash rush for everything.
Yeah.
Food, gas, and when this, back in 2003, 2004, I remember like a lot of people left because they thought it was going to hit. It was like a ghost town. It was like in a movie, I Am Legend or something, that you see, and it's like only 1 or 2, 3 cars. You drive down the street, a main intersection, a main road, there's like 1 car there, and you're like, wow, everybody's gone. It's like, should we be leaving, you know? So, yeah, hurricanes can be crazy. And the prices go up, people board up stores, people jack the price up, people turn into animals. So
there's no more love when you go to the store.
Yeah, they'll still water at your cart. So it's good to prepare and have some food and stuff stored. So in case everything closed down, you're not sitting at home hungry or afraid to come out. And, you know.
Yeah, have some cats at the house. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught in those rains. Now, back home for you in Indonesia, it floods every year.
Yeah, it becomes a not a habit. What do you call it? It's become a regular thing every year during the monsoon. I don't know what you call it. Like,
yeah, if you
rainy seasons. Yeah.
If you guys look up online,
Jakarta,
like flooding in Indonesia, you can watch the videos. You can see the little tidal wave going down the street. And I remember when I talked to her, she would always tell me like, "Oh, it's flooding this month. I can't do too much." And she would say how the water would flood in her house. It would only be in the garage, right?
Yeah, it used to be like my house was built higher than the street, but then throughout the years they keep building the street higher and higher, so the level of the street is now like very almost like get to my house. So every time it floods, sometimes it goes to the house. Well, I live in 3-story house, like a small 3-story house, so the first floor usually get flooded, and then that's the car, and usually half of the tire there get flooded. We have no choice, unless if you know that the flood's coming, then you just have to bring your car somewhere, park somewhere in the mall or whatever, so that's just how it is. So I've experienced floods many times in my life. The highest one is up to my stomach, which is like maybe 2 foot, Bobby? Is it 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot?
How tall are you?
5. 2 feet, I guess. Yeah. So I experienced that. I ride on boats and stuff like that. You two remind me of me and my wife. We do everything together, like shopping instead of just like yes. There's nothing special that we do. You know, it's just the regular stuff that everybody is doing. I guess buying groceries. You know, just walk around because we don't really have much things over here in Jacksonville. So going to church, go maybe, you know, have family gathering, dinner, going get stuff, groceries, and talking with you guys, and go to work. Yeah.
Come on. Come on!
Papa, I'm just screaming in my ear.
Come on!
Yeah, your uncle is crazy, Andre. He likes to act in front of the mirrors every time. Sometimes, you know, he's just like smiling in front of the mirror and
all martial artists do that.
And interviewing himself.
There's
an
invisible enemy that we must fight.
Now look at his food. He eat rice, but he eat rice with meat. He eat meat with rice.
He eat rice with meat. He eats rice.
He loves the meat.
You eat rice. You eat rice with meat.
It's the other way.
Pretty soon she's gonna look like, right now it kind of looks like she's bigger than me, but it's just the camera angle. But I was joking with her. I said, man, your leg is starting to be bigger than my leg.
No, my weight is half yours, so I'm not gonna be as big as you. Look at that, Andrew's laughing. Depth perception.
Yeah. So anyway, I forgot what we're talking about. Oh yeah, we're talking about flooding. What was it? And then oh wow, it's over 30 minutes already. I guess we're gonna end this. I'll just make one more statement here before we sign off. What was one of the things that was different when you first came here that was shocking for you when you came to America or Florida in particular?
Shocking in terms of what?
I think maybe was it the heat that shocked you?
Not
mosquitoes.
Really much. No. It's not like really shocking, but I mean, one thing that I like about here compared to Jakarta is I don't really experience traffic jam. Because traffic jam is like a daily thing for me over there. So I kind of like spend 2 or 3 hours on the road every day. When I say, what cultural difference did you not like about the people? It's different, so there is plus and minus. I like that when people over here, the things that I like is like they're nice, and you know when you like going to church, they hug you and everything. So I like that part. The other stuff, you know, some of the people is just like more, what do you call it, individual. How do you say that word, babe? Because you know it's gonna be hard for me to pronounce it.
Independent?
No, individualistic. Is that correct? Yeah. So they're like more independent, I guess. Yeah, you can say that. So they don't really like. How do you? Oh yeah, things that I understand. Sometimes people over here when they eat, they don't really offer you anything. So that's like a different over there. If like, you know, you're with friend or whatever, and if they sit next to you or eat or whatever, they always offer. So that's just a cultural thing. I'm just not trying to be trying to be rude or anything like that, but that's just a culture thing. So it's kind of weird when your friend eating candy and then they don't offer you at all. That's a little bit different. That's little things. When we are a greedy country, the truth hurts. Yeah, Orlando traffic jam. Orlando traffic is crazy.
It wasn't that bad last time.
Yeah, but it's worse than here. But I came from Jakarta, which we had 11 million people maybe right now. I don't know. So, you know, we drove crazy too over there. Because you don't really have that rules. Because a lot of people just whatever with the rules. So.
The heck with the rules.
go during Comic Man, you better leave early.
Oh, Comic-Con.
What is that, babe?
Those are like places. Comic-Con is like when you see stars on a panel, like celebrities, actors talking about a movie, and it's just a place you go for. Yeah, Comic-Con's gonna be crazy. But yeah, now we know everybody here. It's not like that because there are a lot of Filipinos.
Yeah, maybe I have an experience with the.
She has an experience with
Asian friend over here.
Yeah, they go to the house. They're always giving you something to eat. You know, so I can't say. I think that's.
No, right now I already get used to it, so it's not weird for me anymore because you know.
And also, we know people are watching this. A lot of you guys are saying because if people come over, you'd offer them something to drink or something to eat. She's just talking about maybe people she doesn't necessarily know, or maybe she meets. It's kind of strange to see that happen.
Are you guys fan of John Carpenter? Huh? I don't know. Who is John Carpenter's Halloween?
You know, dun 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 dun. The Michael Myers. It's not Michael Myers. Yeah, it's Michael Myers. I grew up in the 80s. You have to understand, Indonesia is like been living under a rock. She didn't get to see some stuff that even people in the Philippines got. Because you know some of our programs here make it over there.
You cannot like put every Indonesian is like that. It could be just me.
She does not like horror.
Yeah.
I mean, to get her to watch Train to Busan took a lot. But no, I'm not. I mean, I grew up watching all those Michael Myers, Freddy's, and Jason's, and Halloweens. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Which one does that go to? That just tells you how far back I go. If you can name that one, you're good. So, yeah.
Have you ever been to Indonesia? Not yet.
Not yet. I was actually supposed to go, but I'm going to go.
Sure, just horror movie. No, Andre. I quit horror movies. The last one I watched was... I tried to tolerate because he forced me to watch.
Because it was like, Korean.
It's Train to Busan, which is not like really, really horror, but you know, but still that zombie thing is scary. That was Halloween 3. No more horrors for me. I'm done. Because I still remember some of the images of the horror movies that I watched like many years ago. So I don't want anything like in my image. Every time I close my eyes or went somewhere that's like dark, go somewhere that's dark or whatever.
There was a movie Zhang Ji did. I watched on AsianVTV. I forgot what it was called.
Is it horror?
No, it was a comedy movie, but she produced it and it was good. And there was a scene where she was in a theater with this guy, and something scary came and she's like shaking. All the popcorn came out, and then it like cut to a scene of her looking all scared, and then it zoomed back and she was at home like later on after the movie's over. She was still looking scared. And he came up, he's like, "It's alright, it was just a movie." That's my wife. We could be watching television if something just too loud or flashy, she's jumping. She's just like when you're watching a soap or a movie when the girl gets scared and jumps on the guy, and the guy's like, "Yeah, look at that bite." She's just like that. I thought that stuff was fake, but it's real. She's like that. Anything just slightly moving,
not like that puppet.
No,
only if like really like surprise you and on.
No, man, I've seen you jump on some pretty.
Oh no, the last one is I spilled my coffee.
Oh yeah, what were we watching? I think we were watching a soap. It was so embarrassing.
No, we watched Kong.
Oh, Kong. Now you know there was nothing scary.
No, it's just surprising
Kong
when
Skull Island.
When the lady was doing the camera thing and all of a sudden, remember that part? Yeah. Well, I don't want to spoil it. It's a Thai movie.
Called P?
No. I don't watch horror, Andre.
We don't watch horror movies. I've seen enough to last a lifetime. I've seen a couple of Asian horrors, which I probably shouldn't have been watching.
Yeah, the last one I watched maybe The Eye. That is scary.
I'm not sure if I saw The Eye, but I saw something. I may have actually had one of those.
It was like I was teenager or something.
Yeah, but we're not watched the Protector or The Protector 2, Tony Jaa. Yeah, you know, I don't. If you know me, I prefer to call the movies by the original Asian name. The Protector is just too Americanized. Just call it what it is. Tom Yum-goong and Tom Yum-goong 2. Tom Yum-goong 2 sucked.
Ask Ron. He knows about Tom Yum-goong.
Oh my gosh, the 3D, that was so embarrassing. I watched that and I was like, is this the same director that directed Chocolate, Tom Yum-goong, Ong Bak?
Chocolate actually is good, babe.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like, is this the same director? And shut the door, Bobby, because the sound effects. Turn the light on, don't want to put you on blast. Nice, man. You've impressed me knowing the true thing. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, man, like, if you see it in my old videos where I show my little box of DVDs that I have that holds like 350, I am a hardcore martial arts fan. In the 80s, 90s, 2000, whatever. Whoever came out with it, whoever's kicking on YouTube, whoever's doing whatever, I was watching it. I watched the movies. I've gotten friends that weren't into movies, into Asian films. People that laughed and mocked me, now they're into Asian films once I showed them a few. Now they're going off. Got people into Korean soaps. Just the list goes on. So I know my Asian stars. I know my Asian celebrities. The new generation, there's a lot now. I had some serious action from Thailand, but my cousin took them. I don't even remember their names. Yeah, there was one called... what was that called? I had a bunch of actors in it and caught a couple sports stars. And it had a kid in it that was actually went against Tony Jaa in Unbok 3. What was the name of that film? I can't think of it, but anyway, don't want to get off on that. So yeah, we love martial arts and everything, but so the Jackie Chan movie was called, I'll pull it up on IMDb. I'll check that out. So we hope everybody's having fun. Sorry about the lack of updates. Hope you guys have a wonderful day tomorrow.
Yes, everybody.
And tonight. Have fun. Be safe. Thanks for following us on Instagram, Twitter.
You too.
Thanks, Brother Kim. Thanks for liking the videos. Thanks for all your comments.
You and your wife have a good Labor Day and safe one. Yes, you too, Ron.
And we're waiting, Ron. Every time I go live, I'm going to call you out. You and your wife. When y'all going to vlog? Also, the guy with the Chinese wife.
The guy with the Chinese wife? You mean the actor?
No, the black guy. The subscriber.
Brian?
Brian Jackson. That's it. Yeah. We're waiting for you guys to do more videos and vlog too.
Yeah.
So, definitely, guys.
Okay, I hear you.
If anything, just try to get the camera and just start recording around the house.
Or when you go to the store, just like us.
Or just start recording her and just... So she'll get used to it. And then the more she gets used to it, the less it'll bother her. Sometimes people, we just have to get over ourselves wanting to be perfect all the time. Because some friends I have, they're like, no, don't record me. I got to get my hair done. It's like, what is this, Hollywood? You know? It's like, I don't have time for you to get your perfect goatee, your perfect fade, get the perfect clothes, wait for you to pump up your biceps and everything. Look, it's not that serious. You know, as much as I would like everything to look picture perfect, the truth of the matter is, you guys know, it's not picture perfect. And we're not trying to come on here perfect. I mean, look, I got a stain in my shirt. Now, I'm not saying come out here straight ghetto. You know, like some people looking like they just got through getting high or something, but...
Well, you're eating while you're videoing too, Bobby. Just like...
Yeah, but I was going to eat anyway, so, you know, might as well talk to our fellow subscribers and those that are watching us later. And we want to say we really do appreciate you guys. Mm-hmm. This is a heart for all 800 and... How many subscribers do we have?
800 something.
852, 54, 72, 74. How many subscribers we have? I'm gonna start making fan-made action and horror films with my friends. Cool. As soon as you do them, let me know.
Andre.
The action was not the horrors. I just try to push the horror on us. We're just not into. We're not into it. It's not that.
But I'll watch your movie, Andre.
Yeah, we'll watch it. We just don't like all that murder and stabbing people, blood coming out. No, I'm just not into that. I mean, when I was young and everything, it's like But as I'm an adult, I'm like, wait a minute, horror movies these days are beyond scary. They're like straight up demonic and blasphemous.
Maybe Andrew wants to be an actor one day.
Yeah. I'll fly you over so you can act in my movie. It's going to be called Chinese Triad.
So stupid.
Now, for those of you guys who don't know that... Another one?
Broken is up to date with all the movies, man.
Yeah, he's like me.
See? Andrew wants to be an actor. Look at that. Yes.
Cool. Practice on it.
Chase your dream.
Work on your craft. And...
I have a film degree. Oh, that's why.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So how many years did you go to film school for? Because our family, we're into like film. We write screenplays. 2 years. Have you written any screenplays? Because we write screenplays. My brother's an artist. And it wasn't worth it. Yeah, I heard that from a lot of people. Like, it depends on where you go. If you go to certain of these... like NYU or whatchamacallit, you buy all the equipment. Awesome. A lot of it is just you pay a lot of money to go to a prestigious film school just so you can use it as a reference when you try to look for a job. No, but worked at a TV station and interned in an audio studio in New York City. Yeah. People don't realize, man, it's not easy to break into the industry because it is rigged to keep the more people out. It is a... You got to know someone to get into it, and it's all about favors, and it's about their agenda, and who's ever agenda. So it's always good to have your own money, produce your own thing, hire your own crew. Nepotism,
yeah. You have to know someone.
Yeah. And then, put it out there on YouTube, get a bunch of views, then you have studios come to you, then you have more leverage and more control, more say. Because they see you have something to offer. These days, man, everybody's making films and doing stuff, so you really have to stand out and have some talent. It's not easy. Being cheesy. No, I'm joking. So anyway, we're at 57:43. Yeah, it was my dream going up to be a martial art movie star. I'm done with it and went back to school. Got my AA. Continue how to vlog so I can surprise you too how to put it on YouTube, working a regular job. Yeah. There's no shame in being normal. You know what I'm saying? You have to work, you have to eat. Way off dreams, but it might not be... It might actually save you from something. I think back in the day, maybe the 80s and 90s was a little bit more cleaner. Thanks, you're a martial art movie star, Kung Fu Kitchen, season 3. It's funny because when I filmed that, it was on a different camera, and that was in 480, and I never got a chance to finish that. But my friend's back in Jacksonville, I found out, so he's having some back issues or whatever, I think too. But I actually want to get together and...
You mean Chris, babe?
Yeah. I actually want to get together and finish that because she's got a Chinese outfit, and we bought a couple of stuff, and I want to put that together because I can shoot it now in 4K, and I can edit it with some CGI. Because back then I was just learning. I was watching YouTube tutorials, and you know how those go. Someone says, "Oh, click here," you click here. Then they move their hand and do that. Wait a minute, slow down. What did you put? It's like I don't know how to. So you have to learn with trial and error. Now, if I was Andre's age, the good young age of where you not have too many responsibilities, you have to worry about bills and all that stuff and stress of life, where I can spend hours and hours just, when you're younger, your mindset is quick for you to pick up stuff. Not to say that I don't now, but you could just spend all day studying stuff and having fun. I would be mastering so many things. I mean, now it's like, back in the day, it was hard to get we used to have VHS, and you used to have to use camcorders. Now everything's digital. You have to pay a couple of bills. Okay, I'm sorry.
Andre's working? Good, Andre.
So now it's a lot easier because digital technology and YouTube. Man, if we knew about YouTube when I was in high school, I'd be vlogging every day. I'd have probably the most rated R back in the day before I was saved. Vlogs and everything. Someone gave us another heart, so.
Heart.
I mean, thank you, so we give you a heart. But yeah, now you can put it together, you can edit it. And to answer your question, Ron, on how to shoot, it's really simple. You can, I don't know if you have a Mac or a Windows computer, but just use whatever software you have, whether it's Windows Media Player. Most of my original videos were edited in Windows Movie Player. Then as you get, it depends on how much you want to invest. If you just want to learn the basics, then use whatever your computer has, whether it's iMovie or Windows Movie Maker, just use those. Yeah, watch a couple of tutorials, just type in how to edit a video. Just get a camera and a computer and shoot and edit, repeat and practice, do it for fun. Yeah, that was Blasian. So basically that's just it.
Yeah.
You get it, you record, once you stop, you hook it up to your computer via USB port. You have a Mac computer. Okay, so you have iMovie on it. So just plug in your video footage, import it into iMovie. Watch a tutorial how to edit a video on iMovie and watch what they use and make sure it's the same version you have. And then just practice and then save it and just keep doing it and do it, and you get better and better. And watch other people that you admire and look at their videos, how they do it, and then you'll learn. And
I don't even know how to do it.
I hate to say it out.
I wasted so much money and time going to that film school.
But everyone has regrets. Yeah, don't feel bad. I had a friend, I won't say who it is, but I had a friend that was kind of following my footsteps and had the desire to do it too. And they went to an acting school, but they never finished it because somewhere along the line, I said, I'm not sure I want to do this. I think the Hollywood now was way more dark and demonic than it was when we were growing up. Back then, you still need to know somebody, but your talent could push you in there. Now, it's just like the agenda of the world and all these other agendas are just so dark and just like, you just have to sit in line and say, okay, how far I'm going to go? Because if you have no standard, you're going to do whatever it takes to get that fame. And you're going to, you don't lose your soul over fame and fortune, because if you had you have to think everything that you do has a repercussion. You see something that's cool, you like it, but is it really edifying anybody's life? Yeah, David Chappelle said it's a sick environment. And he's true. But on that same token, he went right back into it and signed a $60 million deal with you-know-who. So, when you start making money and then you stop and you want that money again, you'll compromise your soul and you'll go right back into the business and they'll welcome you with open arms. Here's your spiritual chain around your neck so we can yoke you up in bondage and drugs and everything. And it's just a matter of time before you start hearing bad stuff happen about people. I'm not trying to be negative, but that's just the way it is. These are the laws of the land. These are the laws that God set up. You can't break God's rules. God's rules break you. It's forever settled. So no one's escaping it. And if you do garbage and you put it out there and kids are watching it, it just keeps going and going and going. Journey, trials, and joy.
It's Joey.
Zoe. Or Joe, yeah. Greetings, we'll give you a heart.
Heart for Joe. Special.
Thanks for joining. You're coming in at the end. You can always go back. It's been an hour, 3 minutes, and 47 seconds, so yeah.
It's not like we talk something important, babe.
All right, if you're bored, you just want to watch something. People, I missed the show. It's like, I'll try to stay on a good enough time. But, yeah. The way I look at it is, if you have money and you're in control of your product, make it the way you want it. Because film is a collaborative process. Everybody has egos. Everyone has their version. They have their way, the way I'd edit it.
Destiny.
Have I heard of Destiny?
Is that the name of a movie?
I don't know. Destiny's Child? What?
I don't know. We're taking a quick break. Joey said he's at work, but he's taking a quick break.
Good.
Enjoy your break.
Yes.
With us.
Don't get in trouble.
Destiny.
What is Destiny, Andre? Tell us. Final Destiny. Maybe Final Destination.
His girlfriend used. It's a game.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. What is it about? What is it about?
It's like Halo.
I never even played Halo. When I cashed out of video games, I cashed out. But still
way better.
I still see them. I haven't played them. I'm gonna. What's it say? The Evil Within 2 is coming in. It's a horror game. Raise the evil, but scarier. Be friends with that girl in a relationship.
Huh? Be a friend with a girl that is in a relationship. Is that it?
Whoops. Sorry. You know, getting that's. Be friends with a girl that's in a relationship. We don't get that one.
You know,
I find it more disrespectful because people develop feelings.
He is saying that he is making friend with a girl that is in another relationship.
Did she tell you that she was in another relationship?
Yes. If not, that how did he find out?
I mean, did she tell you later? Is that what's making you mad? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't think he's mad, babe. He's just saying it. And then he said it's just developing, it's scary or something. He said it's developing feelings.
Oh, okay, got you. Well, then you might want to cut that one out.
Yeah.
I guess we're back to this girl topic again. So we'll hit it. I had this up. Look, guys, it is so beautiful. No.
Do you think they know who you're acting to?
They don't know, but some people
know, babe.
That's fine. I know.
Yeah,
I know. I don't have to say it. But on the relationship tip, guys,
I find it more disrespectful because people develop feelings. Yeah, I had to cut it. Yeah,
cut it off. I don't think it's fair to me. Yeah, it's not. Look, the truth of the matter is, if you like, say, white girls, black girls, Asian girls, Spanish girls, if you have a preference and you're friends with someone and she's attractive, you know you're going to start liking her, so, you know, maybe it's not good to get close. I've given this girl everything. Just don't give her your money. Don't give her your money, bro.
Why you give her something that if you know she already has a boyfriend anyway, you know?
Well, I think maybe...
Then she's using him.
I'm not sure if you intentionally did it. I love y'all. I'm not sure if you intentionally did it. Or if it just happened that way.
Don't forget us if you get big in Hollywood.
Yeah.
But I've got nothing back.
Yeah. But on the good note, there are women out there. There are thousands upon thousands of women out there that are waiting. They're good, decent women that want to get married, that want relationships. There's a lot of ones out there that are confused. They don't know what they want. You have to spell stuff up front. If you have an intention on getting married or dating for marriage, you have to put that up front. So if it makes you seem kind of, I don't know, direct or whatever, sometimes you just have to be direct and just be like, if you're hanging out or whatever, be like, hey, you know, I'm really interested in talking to someone to get married. And if they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I just want to date, you know, I'm doing so. If that's them, then don't waste your time. Now, if you think you can try to persuade them, and in their mind, they've already made up their mind that they're not going for that, then it's just a waste of time. So you don't want to see yourself get hurt. So just remember to pray, ask Lord to help you in your relationships, and send His choice, the best choice. Because His choice is not going to leave you hurt, miserable, depressed, and all that. It's going to leave you happy.
Bye-bye. Okay. So.
It's going to leave you happy. So, look, there are women out there that want to get married. There are women out there that want to date. Unless she's your business partner, I can't find any other reason to be friends with a woman in a relationship. Yeah, as adults, you have to make adult decisions, and you have to be wise in the decisions you make. There are some people that actually depends on your personality, your characteristic. There are some people that can be in a relationship with a business partner. See, amen. There are some real good women out these days that want a good relationship. Yeah. You're so right. Yeah, and I know YouTube is saturated with all the quote unquote stereotypical clubbing, wow looking, flaunting all their stuff. And if you get drawn in by all that lustful allure, you're just going to be disappointed. Go find a girl that's beautiful, that doesn't realize she's beautiful, and then go dress her up yourself. You know what I'm saying? What
so
you get
first question is, do you realize you're beautiful?
Yeah. Just say, hey, did you realize how beautiful you were?
Oh, that's just a joke.
I'm trying to tell you, not trying to sound mean or racist, but I personally think Hmong people, especially females, are kind of mean. Yeah. Here's the thing. When I say yeah, I'm not saying that I agree with you. There's a person that I watch on YouTube that she happens to be Hmong. I will say this. Sometimes you can go into a Chinese restaurant and some of the people in there can be mean and nasty and just straight ignore you. Then sometimes you can go to Golden Corral and the waiter can be just mean and nasty. I don't want to put it on race.
Yeah.
People in general can be mean and nasty.
Yeah.
I could say, well, black people are trifling or black people are this or that, but that's not all black people. I'm stereotyping. There might be a huge portion of the population that this might fit to, but not everybody black is like this. Not everybody black is listening to rap and hip hop and R&B, walking around with their pants hanging down,
Is Hmong people from Mongolia made? What is Hmong?
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
It's basically all Chinese when it comes down to it, but look, people can just be mean and nasty and racist. Black people can be some of the nastiest, meanest, racist people.
Oh, China. Yeah.
There's Spanish people, white people. My best friends are all Spanish, but I see it in all cultures and races and stuff. Every people can just be nasty. Find someone that doesn't know she's beautiful, left out to your right. Basically, you upgrade her, and sorry for my hand, but don't get attached though. Yeah, like some girls come from overseas. They don't really know about fashion or style. They just kind of have their foreign style, whatever.
So
they
you
come
have
over.
To look for the villagers.
Yeah, get you a country bumpkin, and then you dress her up and put up the Tommy and everything on her, and
so you mean I'm one of the time?
I'm just joking, but no, like sometimes it can drive people crazy because I'm always like this with my wife, and people think that I'm putting on the show, but when you know who I really am and you're around me, you see it's all day long. I don't want to be Captain Save All. I don't want to be calling women hoes, but yeah, I'm not trying to say I'd rather be single at this point in my life. I've really given up.
The logo is never give up.
Yeah.
Never give up.
As I tell you guys, when you're trying to do it yourself, and it's not time, if it's not God's will or the will of God for you, you're going to drive yourself crazy trying to force something to happen. It's not going to happen. You're going to keep hitting a brick wall. That's why I always say, pray and ask God to send you his best. I think you have to be patient, but put yourself in a position. Because there's nothing worse than giving every girl you meet your all, and she's not intended for you. Don't be an idiot. Don't be a fool. Don't put yourself out there like that. Don't be desperate. You have to be wise. God gives you wisdom. If you don't have wisdom, you have to ask for wisdom. Otherwise, you're going to be like the rest of the people that are on the internet, bitter, upset, mad at God, think life is pitiful, think people are racist, oh, everything's against it. No, life is not like that. Life is about choices. You have to make smart choices. And a wise person will understand that, one, if God created everybody on planet Earth and he knows everybody's characteristic and personality, why don't you go ask him, your heavenly Father, to bring someone to your path that he has in store for you. Then you're going to have fun. Then you give them your all. And then it's going to be blessed. Because the Bible says, the blessings of the Lord maketh rich and addeth no sorrow. If you're having sorrow, it's not from the Lord. It's your choice. But don't feel bad because we've all made bad choices. Yeah. We've all picked relationships that weren't of God and totally sucked and we got our feelings hurt. Before I was with her, there was quite a few girls I was talking to online that I got my feelings crushed by. They were straight liars and they were talking to other guys, But at the end, ha 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 ha. I got everything I want and then some. So, yeah, just be encouraged with that. The quality of these women are horrible. I can't relate to American culture. I've come to the realization that this ain't the culture for me. I hate to say it, sometimes we ruin what God gives us. I had to leave and learn, but that was my ignorance. I'm not desperate. I'm totally just not interested. How old are you, Journey? Yeah, so you can see there's people in here that have experienced things that we all go through. And, you know, I'm not saying that you're desperate. I'm just saying don't be desperate. You might be not desperate for a woman, but you might be desperately waiting. You know what I'm saying? So just be wise in your decisions. Now, at the same token, there's nothing wrong with wanting a spouse. There's nothing wrong with wanting a girlfriend. But don't give yourself away to people that aren't intended for you. How many times you turn on YouTube and watch a video and a girl's crying and complaining about how she got played or used or whatever? Because it's like, where are your parents at? You have to use wisdom. There are women that are out there that are intended for all you guys that are watching. There's one that's in store and intended for you, and it's God's choice. I always say there's three choices. There's our choice, the devil's choice, and there's God's choice. Usually our choice is somewhat stemmed in our personal lusts and a little bit of what we see that the devil sent. And then there's something the devil sends because he sees you, monitors, he knows what you lust after, and he's going to send you his distraction, which is going to get you caught up and get you upset and mad at God. And then there's God's choice. And God's choice we usually don't want to wait on because, let's face it, God doesn't show up when we want it. There's so many people, I'm sure we know as well as you guys know, that are in relationships that should have never been in a relationship. And they're miserable. They didn't wait. They picked the wrong one. They had to have it. They got it. And then now they want to complain about it. Well, don't complain about it. You had to have it. You said you love this person. You said God gave you this person. So now you got to deal with them. So don't rush out there, get something that's not for you, and then you'll be miserable for the rest of your life thinking, why did I choose this? Just because I was burning in my flesh. So, do you want to chime in here?
No, but you have to read something to say.
Okay. Just have to be wise with our decisions. I'll let you read it.
I've been faithful, but to be honest, yeah, American women are not for me. And honestly, who can get mattress in a culture when 61% end in divorce? Can you get mattress, babe?
I guess he meant marriage.
American culture is settled for any guy. I don't want to use up woman. The attitude of most women suck. Even in Christian church, there's women that's looking for a man to save them from horrible situation. That's not love or relationship.
And once again, this all stems in people that get themselves in trouble because they make poor decisions and then they look for someone to get out. I'm not mad at you because you say American women aren't for you. If there's American women that are watching this, I don't want you to feel offended because people have preferences, people go through stuff, and, you know, people have their own opinions, whether we like or agree with them. I respect people's opinions just like I expect them to respect mine. If you're tired of American women and you don't think they're for you, then look overseas. Look to maybe someone or some country where you think that they respect women, they respect men in relationships, and you get what you want. But, you know, let me look at this comment. I'm living proof it is not just American women. Well, I'm sorry, let me... something... Brolican message retracted, so I guess he deleted it. Yeah, I mean, no one wants to be in a relationship where, you know, they expect you to get them out of a hole that they dug in. Women like that, or men like that, you just run from. Because when you get in a relationship, it's two halves, you know, or two holes coming together. Did you have something you want to add? She's like, no, I just got out of the toilet. It's like, I don't know what to say. Like, I flushed. I flush toilet. Yeah. Just relax, guys.
Yeah. And besides, you're still young, Joey. I mean...
Well, 33 is not...
Well, it's not old, babe.
Yeah. I mean, he's not like young. So he's at the age where...
Yeah, but it's just too fast to give up.
No, he's not giving up.
Well, he said he's giving up.
We know you're not giving up, so we know you're just mad.
Of course, that's why you don't rest. But at the same time, let's be honest about men. About men have the need to be together with someone. But I understand not all American women. But I'm not going to go through mess to find someone. It's okay. Yeah, if you can find, I mean, if you don't think American woman is going to be a matching partner for you, then get other women. There's still a lot of different women out there.
Yeah. If you say American women aren't for you, then, as I explained earlier, find it in the culture or whatever that does it. Oh, bro, no, I'm done. What is it? It's not just American women. It's the person on the inside. Thank you, Brolican. That's very important. Because you can go to China and find the exact same women over there in China.
That too, yeah.
Cultures are like flavors. You should get what you like the most, but look deep at the person's spirit.
That's a good way to put it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that just aren't for you. So you can't get mad because you come across people that aren't for you. Life can be almost like a maze, and there's pieces that are put in front of you. There are distractions, but you need to get to the end of this race and this maze. And there's always going to be distractions. Some women are sent your way by the devil because this is a distraction to keep you away. You say you're done, but you're 33 years old. I know what it's like to be 33 and I want a woman. So I don't think you're finished. You might be frustrated right now, but you're not finished.
Well, I don't think he's my type at first too, because I was not thinking of getting married with a black man. But look what happened. Right, Bobby?
Yeah. Now, the culture thing, I understand. But let's... In other words, I'll put it to you like this. He's like, I feel the same. I just looked at my statistics the other day, and I noticed there was like a 70-30% ratio of men watching my channel than women. And back in the day, it was a lot more women when I was on my other channel. But I don't know who's female watching me that could be registered under a male account, so you never know. But this is what I say.
Just say it. I didn't like to say something.
This is what I say to you guys. One, God's not a respecter of person. It's the same law. It's the same rules. I had to do it. I had to deal with it just like you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's a lot of you guys that are watching that are African American, that like Asian women or Spanish women or white women, Caucasian women, whatever, black. Doesn't matter. Whatever you prefer, if that's what you're looking for, make sure... how can I say this? I can't say it any more clearer. There are times when you decide that you want to do something that you want to do, and you run into a wall. It happens to us. It's life. It might not be your time. If you're honestly, sincerely seeking the Lord and praying and asking Him for a wife, because the Bible says, "A man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor from the Lord." If you ask the Lord for a wife, He's going to send you a wife. He's going to send you a good woman. You can have favor. It's going to be someone you can safely trust in, and you're not going to have any sorrow. But at the same time, you have to be patient, and you have to trust and believe that He's going to do what you ask. If you don't believe, what's the point in asking? You can always go out there and find something. But then again, you go out there and you find something, you realize, this is not what I'm looking for. There are so many women online that are from Asian countries that you can get married with right now. It's not even, and they may not even be full Christian, you know. They just want a good man. You could lead them to the Lord. I mean, there's really no excuse. You just can't, how can I say this? faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word of God. You have to have faith, and you're going to have to believe, and you have to step out on faith. And your faith will be tested. So you might be going through some testing right now of your faith, and nobody likes it, but as long as we're on planet Earth, we're going to be tested, and we're going to go through something. That's the only way you grow. That's the proof that you have faith, is that it has to be tested. I can say all I want about this or that, but if I don't get tested, I don't have any faith. I just have good knowledge and good motives, but I have to go through it just like everybody else. Let me read the comment. I feel the same way.
Andre is still young.
Andre, you know you're getting your wife. We've prayed for you, so you're going to get a good one. Man, I don't really care anymore here. If I settle, I'm going to get a woman with a child and been through 40 or 50 guys sexually by the time she settles. Well, that doesn't even sound wise. That's not godly or good. Nope, scam. Yeah. It sounds to me like you're just talking out of frustration. Mm-hmm. If you get with a woman like that, all you're going to get is AIDS. And then you have no one to blame but yourself if you get an STD. I do have faith, but it seems like to me as if I keep going in the same path, I'll be 60 years old. Well, let me help you out with something. What you say, whether you type it or speak it out of your mouth, you're giving life and power to it. And people in the world, they use the same godly principles, but they mask it behind worldly things. But it all comes from God. You're going to have whatever you say you're going to have. And if that's what you say you're going to have, that's what you're going to have. So change your words around. Ever since I was, 3.5, 4.5, I said I was going to marry an Asian girl from overseas. And look, I married an Asian girl from overseas. People said, oh, you're crazy. Like, how's this going to happen before the internet? And they're like, you're crazy. But I just believed. And I waited and I prayed. And I had a relationship with the Lord. And I got it. Look at this little chinky thing. So I got it. So you can have whatever you say you can have. And you just have to have faith and believe God that you're going to have it. And you will. That's pretty much it. You know, the word of God is forever settled in heaven. He doesn't leave himself without witnesses. You have 2 witnesses right here. And what does it say? Out of the mouth of 2 or 3 more witnesses, let every word be established. So you have witnesses right here that are testifying against what you're saying that's not going to happen. It will happen if you say it'll happen and you believe. But, as I said before, there's a time and a season for all things. You need to ask the Lord if it's your time and if it's your season. And if it's not, it doesn't matter what you do. If God says you're not getting married right now because me and you need to have that one time, we need to work out these little attitudes and these little things that you have because I want to be your all. I want to be to your God. I want you to trust me. And if you just have trust issues, just be honest about it. But you're not going to force God's hand by getting mad. We all have a little temper tantrums. Mm-hmm. Well, if you don't do this, God, I'm not going to do this, whatever. I mean, he's not moved off his throne because we get an attitude. He can deal with being real. But you can't let that spirit of negativity get into you because it's going to poison you. Then everything you say will come out of your mouth is going to be poison. Then you'll be toxic. And then you wonder why people don't want to talk to you. People don't want to hang out with you. Because you're bringing them down. You're spewing your bitterness, your anger, your toxin out into the air. And people pick up on that. If you go in a room and everybody's having fun, having a great day, and they're enjoying life, they're suffering for the Lord, but they're having fun, and you come in there, and you're just mad and bitter, and you want everyone to feel your pain, and you bring everybody down. No. It's not our job to come down to people's level. We can reach our hand out and help you and extend you and lift you up. But God calls you up higher. You got to come up higher. God's not going to come down lower. He already did that. He came into the body of a man in Jesus Christ and died for our sins. Now he demands that you come up higher. But he's not going to demand you to come up all at once. You're going to go inch by inch, step by step. So your faith is going to be here. Then you'll be tested, and then you go through. Then you trust him again, and trust him again, and you build and build and build, and you go higher and higher. Mm-hmm. Then you can say stuff confidently, and people like, how can you have so much confidence? Because you can say, I know the God that I trust, and I know that he's going to work it out. So that's all I have to say on the matter. Anybody that's on my channel that wants an Asian wife, you came to the right channel. Because I know God hears our prayers. And you can have whatever you speak and say you can have. And we have some more comments. Let me scroll back down. preach, you speak words, create your reality. There you go, but we can't go the same path as you. I learned to enjoy my freedom. No worries about women. I'm good now, taking care of myself. If you're not happy alone, then you will never be happy with someone. You will more than latch on to that person and not be a stable person in a relationship. That's so true. Hey, this time last year I told you I needed a job. Well, I got one. I got a promotion on Friday, so y'all, God is good. Amen.
Yes, all the time.
Yes, and all the time God is good. Correct. We all, and we got one more like, so thanks to that like. We all have different paths to go down, but it's the same goal. The ultimate goal in life is to live your life for the Lord and win as many souls over to the kingdom of God. God wants you to enjoy your life. He wants you to have fun. There's going to be happy times. There's going to be low times. There's going to be times that you're going to be like, I curse the day that I was ever born. You know, but you're going to have to go through it. Some of us go through it kicking and screaming. But when you yield over your will to the Lord and trust Him, things will go smoother. You still have your bumps in the road. We all have our path in life. It's already been set out. But you're going to reach it. You'll reach your goal. You just have to have faith in the Lord. And that's it. My destiny and pathway might be to us being whatever. But at the end of the day, we're all followers of Christ. And we're all waiting for the Lord to return so we can go back with Him. And you want to bring as many souls back to heaven. Because that's the goal. I mean, I can teach you how to get millions of dollars, get cars, get all the clothing, jewelry, all that. But that stuff's not going to satisfy your soul. It just looks good. It makes you feel good while you're miserable. But if you're not happy on the inside, as the guy was saying, if you're not happy in general, when you get someone, you're not going to be happy. Because I can tell you straight up, a woman is not going to make you happy. You think because you want a woman that she's going to make you happy. I don't know what image is in your mind, but you have to be happy yourself before you get the woman. I was happy. I met her. She was happy. And then together, we're happy. So if she's down, I'm still happy. Or if I'm down, she's happy. We level each other out. So, and as a man, you have to be strong for the woman because women are emotional. And I tell you, getting a wife is one thing, but living with her and dealing with her is totally different. And you can see the sun is going down here. It's a beautiful sunset.
Yeah.
But once you get them, you got to live with them, and you got to tolerate them. They got to tolerate you too. But that's the fun. The fun part is when you get the godly one.
You're so right, my friend.
Yeah. Because women are preached on someone and living with them is two different things.
Yeah.
Yep. Because anyone can be good, you know, on the camera or whatever. But the real person is at home, locked in a cage, waiting to get released. And so God might be sparing you from some women that are putting on fronts. Because we can get on here and, you know, and I don't know, smooth talk and impress people. But the real you, your heart is wicked, evil. The first sign of trouble in a relationship, they end up leaving you because they want to find someone else because they don't really like you now that they got with you. God's trying to spare you guys from a lot of heartache and pain.
Yes.
And it may hurt because you want something so bad now you can have it, but that's the part of life. You're going to have to deal with it. We don't always get what we want.
Yes.
It sucks. Believe me, I know. There was a time I was a raging, and I've said, you guys heard me say this many times on live vlogs, I was a raging lunatic over where's my Asian woman? Where is she? If I turn the corner here, maybe if I wait 5 minutes here, then I run into here, and I turn here. No, I turn here. You drive yourself crazy. But that when you trust and have faith in the Lord, and when it's time, it'll happen, and it'll just be like that. You drive yourself crazy trying to figure out how it's going to happen. Because if you knew how it was going to happen, you wouldn't need God. You wouldn't need faith. Look, if you just want to find someone to sleep with, y'all know where to go to find that. That's easy. But after that, you know, if you got with a loose woman, that's not marriage material. You know, who wants that type of woman? Would you trust someone that you slept with the first time you met? No, I wouldn't. You know, do you want to bring that type of girl home to your mom or your parents? Do you really think that's going to make you happy? Just because a woman looks super hot and sexy, she could be the most foul, vain, wicked person. Her heart can just be pure evil. You know what I'm saying? So don't get caught up on looks. Looks are important, but look at the character. I'd rather have someone that's just cute, but it's everything I dreamed about, than have someone that's like an adult star, but it's all the hell to pay with it for being with her. Oh my goodness, look at the time we're going over. Let me read this real quick. Yes, sir, I threw bad tantrums for things I wanted, but I realized I am so free, not getting what I want. Sometimes you are a child and you latch onto things God takes away because it's bad for you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's protecting you from something that's bad.
There were some relationships that I tried to get with some Chinese women, and God's like, no. He gave me dreams. I would be talking to a girl. I'd go to bed at night. Of course, I have a prophetic anointing, so, because I've been called to be a prophet, to the office of a prophet, so I get dealt with differently on certain things. I go to bed, have a dream, and I'm walking on thin ice, and I'm looking below me, and there's all these ravenous sharks trying to get at me. I woke up, and I was like, yeah, I know what that meant. Don't talk to this girl. So you have to understand that God is good, and all the time.
All the time.
Whether you're in pain, whether you like it or not, he's good, and you have to give him his praise and his glory. Yes. You can't take your next breath without him. Mm-hmm. You need him. You have use of your limbs and your fingers. You know, he lets us breathe the air. We see beautiful sunsets and sunrises. You know, he protects us on the dangerous highways with these idiots that don't know how to drive. You know what I'm saying? So let's not be mad at God because we don't get what we want when we want it. You know, you're just being prideful, you're being childish, and you're just showing that you're not ready for something. If you don't get what you want and then you throw a temper tantrum and, oh, to heck with everything, it's all worthless, everything sucks, then you're being childish. If your feelings are hurt because of that, then you have some issues that you need to get worked out with the Lord. You need to get some issues worked out. It's not his fault. He's trying to mature you and get you to trust him so you can grow up in him. He has no problem giving you a wife. That's so easy. Just read the Bible. What's it? Abraham made his servant get a wife for his son from his people. The angel went before him, you know, and he had stipulations. Okay, God, you know, give me favor as I go here. And before he finished his prayer, then, you know, what he was asking for happened right in front of him. So, trust me, if he has to bring it from Japan, China, Korea, Philippines, Thailand, Guam, Korea, Vietnam, America, Africa, Spain, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Guam, whatever you're looking for, he can get it to you, no problem. Trust me, because her visa got approved in less than 5 minutes. And we had pretty much everything within like 3.5 months. Work visa, everything. So trust me, when God's on your side, he fights and he can give it to you, no problem. So. Also, he's taking it away to show you that you are attracted to negative things. Most bad relationships are patterns. He wants you to understand the pattern and break it. So true. Sometimes we have destructive patterns in our life, and we keep going back in a cycle. If you keep going back in the same cycle, every girl you talk to, they're not for you. Every girl you run into, you give her your all, but then she hurts you. And the next girl, it's the same thing. The next girl, the same thing. And I'm not picking on you because I know other people that are like this. I know girls that every guy they get with, there's some drama. There's always something going on. It's not the other person. It's you. You have to come to grips with yourself, and you have to deal with yourself. God wants to deal with you. He doesn't want to deal with all the American women and their issues, or Asian women, or black women, or races, or this. No. God is going to deal with you one-on-one. That's all he's concerned about. He's like, let me worry about these other people. Me and you, let's get that worked out. We got to get that straight. And the problem is, a lot of us don't want to hear what he has to say. Yeah, you got to ask God for forgiveness. But here's the beautiful thing about it.
Everybody has to ask God.
He resists the proud, but he gives grace to the humble. If you humble yourself before the Lord and ask for forgiveness, he'll work with you, he'll forgive you, and help you. But if you're too proud and you think you know it all and you will do it your way, and I got this worked out, I don't need God, I got this under control, well then, my friend, you get what you get, and when you get it, you can't complain to God about it because it was your choice and your decision. If you're a man and woman, you make an adult decision, but don't make a permanent decision for a temporary problem because you're lonely, that you just settle whatever you want just because you want to be connected to someone. You're going to be in a heartache of pain. If you give that much to the person you talk to, if they're not giving it back to you, suppose that person says yes and they be with you and they really aren't committed. They'll be looking for a back door at the first obstacle that comes, and then you'll be devastated and miserable. And there is Christian people that have been in marriages that they weren't supposed to be in, and they've ended in divorce, and they've given all. And divorce is not an easy thing. It's not a pretty sight, and God doesn't want us to get divorces and things like that. Now, if you do get a divorce, there is forgiveness, and God can forgive you, and you can move on. No one's gonna hold a latch over your head and condemn you for the rest of your life. A lot of times, a lot of people, if they were just honest, they saw the signs before they got married. God was trying to warn them. People were talking to them, hey, but they just didn't want to listen, because once you start getting that connection,
it's the flesh talking.
You get that flesh. Woo. Woo, one for the flesh. Once you get the flesh, that's what God tries to stop you, because he knows once you get connected to that person, he knows you ain't going to be listening to him, because you're going to be looking at that flesh. Thinking about it. And there's something wrong, because when you get married, the two become one. The two flesh become one. So you can have fun. You know what I'm saying? Marriage is enjoyable. You can have all the fun you want. But just make sure it's with the right person. Marriage is fun. Marriage is awesome. People are awesome. Life is good. I'm not here to complain. I have my bad days. We have our bad days. You don't catch me getting on my webcam telling you about my bad day, because it's not going to benefit you anything. Who cares about my bad day? We all have times that we want to vent, but this platform that I have is not for me to vent my problems to you, because you got your own problems. You guys watch us for whatever reason. Some of you guys watch us and you get encouraged, you get spiritual strength, and you grow and encourage you. And, people are literally leading people on their channels, and they're following them, and you just get whatever you get from us. And I hope that you get inspiration, godly inspiration from us, and encouraged to know that you can make it, and life is wonderful, life is good, in spite of what 97% of the rest of the internet is spewing. So life is good. So this is not a channel for murmuring and complaining. This is a channel to uplift and encourage, and all those that want wives that are Asian, you'll get them. It's so easy.
But Asian or not Asian?
Asian, white, black, Spanish, whatever, African, they're all beautiful. But just know, once you get them, you have to live with them. Now, I'm not saying that like she's crazy, but sometimes women are kind of interesting. My wife knows I love her, and we always laugh, but women sometimes can be crazy, because they're on a different wavelength sometimes, it seems, than men, And you'll get everything that you saw and dreamed about in soaps and movies and stuff, but then there's that specific part of her personality that's for you, that you chose, that you have to deal with. Just like, I'm sure, Ron, you've been married so many years, your wife, she has her characteristics and personalities, and you may not have seen it when you first got married, but as time goes on, then you notice little things. You're like, wait a minute, I never noticed that when we're dating, because you were just so in love with that flesh. You had to have it. Now you got it, and now you see stuff that maybe you didn't notice before, you may not necessarily like, but it's like, well, you made a commitment, so what are you going to do? Go out and try to find another hotter, younger, Asian-looking girl? It's like, you're just going to run into the same thing. She's just going to be younger, she's going to be hotter, and she's going to have her little issues that you're going to see, and you're like, oh, she may be younger or hotter, but at least my last one didn't do this. And that little thing might be enough to drive you crazy to go back to that one. So you just have to pick and choose, and you have to stick it out. It's easy to run away at the first argument and fight and try to find something better, but, that's just selfish.
It comes in a package, so you cannot customize it the way you want.
That's why I tell people, be honest with God, tell him up front what you want, spell it out, be specific, just like he built the Ark of the Covenant, be specific, and, you'll get what you ask for. So that's it. We're not here to bash people, but we want to keep everything happy. And I know people are going through things in life and they're not happy because there's sin in this world. When it comes to relationships, I'm pessimistic. Yeah, we know. We've been chatting for some time now, and I understand. But at the same time, if you get in God's word, I don't have any advice for that. If you get in, here's my advice to you. Get into God's word. Let God's word get into you. Get into his presence. get into praise and worship. And where the Spirit is, there's liberty. You can't be in God's presence and be miserable and be depressed. You just can't.
Right.
It's going to flush all that demonic activity and all those spirits out. Stay in His presence. Stay in His Word. You have to fight for it. You have to maybe have to pray and fast a little bit harder. I'm going to travel in God's Word. Mm-hmm. Yes. At 33, I would just forget about women. Just focus on success and they will come to you. The only thing that makes me happy the most is having success at something. Someone said, wow, well done. Yeah, there are people here that are at different stages of their life. Some people were married, now they're out of a relationship, and they're happy being single again for whatever reason. Some people are just single and just enjoying themselves. And I can tell you, there was a point when I got saved, first couple of years I wanted to get married so bad. God shut it all down. Then I got used to being single. Then I enjoyed being single. Then I was looking at marriage people with all the problems. I was like, woof. Glad I don't have to deal with that. You know, I can come as go as I want. I'm single, have fun. Then as you get older, you do long for people. You do long for someone, and you want to get married. Then you start praying, well, you know, I'm tired of being with myself. And God understands. The right time of season, He'll send it. And there's some of you that aren't really necessarily concerned with getting married. She wanted to get married, but she was just kind of doing her thing in Asia, you know. But she made herself available. And as a man, I went after her and pursued her. I snatched her over here. So now she's here. So, yeah, my money and my mind. That's good to have goals and to accomplish things, you know. But I could tell you, there's a lot of people that have millions, if not billions of dollars, that want to have happy, satisfied relationships. And they're not happy because they achieve those goals. Maybe they achieve worldly goals. You know, I say achieve godly goals that have spiritual recompense beyond this world, you know. And there's also goals here on earth that are good too, like, you know, getting degrees or getting promotions and stuff like that. Those are goals that are worth doing. I'm not speaking down against goals. They do satisfy when you accomplish stuff. And guys, we're about accomplishments and we like to reach our goals. Was it easy for your wife to get a visa to visit America?
Yes, that is one thing that people always say over there. It's not easy to get visa America. You have to keep trying. If you fail, you just have to pay again and apply again, pay again, apply again. But to me, I would say I only did it one time. I did it one time and it was approved, and I can just give the credit to God. It's not me. So it's totally Him.
And also,
it was my first attempt too, so. Which
drives people crazy because, like, how is it that you bypass all that? It's simple. The favor of the Lord.
Yeah.
I prayed. I was sitting outside my door one day. I was tired, and we got some more likes, so. Give 2 more. Thanks. I was sitting outside my door. Lonely, sad, depressed, miserable. I was like, look, God, I'm tired of waiting. If you don't help me out, I may end up going back out into the world, going to the club, getting some girl, probably doing something I shouldn't want to do, and I don't want to. I don't have a desire. So I'm asking you, even if she's not for me, let her come over. So I'm tired of waiting. I've been waiting 10 years. Just had a real talk with the Lord. And then we went, we saw that the website had opened up. I told her, she went there. She got approved. And as you mentioned before, it was really funny because the guy was looking at the wrong bank statement that only had like, what, $200 in it?
I think it's only $20 left.
I thought it was $200.
No, it's only $20 left, I think. Maybe 200.
I think it was 200. I bet you if we go back and watch those videos, it's gonna say 200. So anyway, God opened the door and He brought her over here. Kipina, hey, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you, Kit.
You too.
Thanks for joining in. Did she already have a visa to visit the USA? No, she did not.
Mm-mm.
See that the breaking point, I know people who never got their visa. Wow. Yeah, see, the reason why we're doing this is to show, not to boast and brag on ourselves, because we didn't do it. Mm-mm. We can't get the credit for anything.
No.
And believe me, as much as we love to boast and brag, we did absolutely nothing. It was just the favor of God, God answering our prayers, God answering the lifestyles you live, and He's faithful. That's it. He gets all the credit and glory.
Yes.
I believe everything meant to be has a break point that just makes things flow. Honey, you are looking beautiful. That comment is for your wife.
Thank you.
Good job with the support helping your husband with his weight loss. Yeah, she cracks that whip.
Yeah, it's for his health though. So.
Yeah. So, do you have anything else encouraging you want to say?
You already pretty much said everything.
Yeah. Guys, it is so easy. This is not even hard for God. This is like elementary stuff. He's like, you want a wife? The moment you pray to ask, done. The thing is, you don't see it. And we walk by faith, not by sight. If we walk by what we see, if I walk by what I saw on planet Earth, you know how miserable I would be? I'd be a schizophrenic, paranoid guy with a gun and a sniper rifle hiding behind the window, waiting for them to come. Do you have any juice or tea recipes? Sorry, can't spell that wife can share.
You haven't read the one on top of it, Bobby.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mean to be skipping over your...
Yeah, no, I know, after that.
I wouldn't get just any girl a visa, a doctor here brought his wife, Asian wife, turns out she scammed him. Yeah, of course, we're not even talking about just getting any girl. We're talking about ones that you have an established and built relationship. My recommendation is bare minimum, you talk to her a year. Bare minimum. I talked to her for 2 years. 2 years. And I said, I want to see you in a cam. Did I get access to your email?
I don't remember. Maybe no. Oh, yes, Bobby. Yes, you did. Yeah. Now I remember. I said, knowing him, he wants to know everything.
I want access to the... Because I've been burnt out by a couple other girls. And there's only one other girl that I gave access to that, but she was scandalous. Let me get a swallow.
This is coffee.
Just a quick swallow. Like chocolate or something. Man.
It's like mocha.
Is that my coffee or you made that?
I made it.
Wow, that's so strong. Yeah, no, I'm not recommending that you talk to someone. Give me your email address. You know, you want something like a psychopath. But I'm saying,
my password.
After you've been talking to Pharrell and it's pretty much established, then you can take things to the next level. Because I wanted to make sure that she was true and that she wasn't cheating and all that. And
of course, because you don't want to waste your time. And I'm not the type of person who's just want to, just play around and whatever.
If I was to get a wife overseas, I would probably move there, then go move here.
That will work too.
Stats show about 40% of those kind of relationships don't work. So you are a rare couple. Let me tell you something. Stats are going to be stats. But what are stats? Stats are men's opinion. Stats say that I should be out now probably robbing a bank somewhere if I were to go by stats. Now, some stats have a lot of validity to them. But whose report are you going to believe? Are you going to believe the stats of the world? Or are you going to believe God's report when it comes to wife and finding a girlfriend? Because I think I'd rather believe God's report and look at all the witnesses that he has than to believe the world stats. Because if you believe the stats, then chances are you're not going to have a Chinese woman if you want to go by stats.
I want some sushi.
You want some sushi?
I want some sushi. What is that?
Andre wants some sushi.
He wants some Japanese.
What woman was it that Andre wanted? He wanted Filipino or Japanese?
No, he wants Japanese, right, Andre? If I'm not wrong.
Was it Filipino you wanted or was it Japanese?
I think it was Japanese. I could be wrong. I forgot.
I'm gonna say Filipino, but you correct me if I'm wrong.
He made some messages.
He's like, you guys are all off. He was Korean. Stats show that 70% of black women are single mothers, and I find some truth to that. Stats are a reflection of reality. Yeah, there are. I didn't say that stats weren't true. Some stats are just stats that people make up because they want to keep people in bondage. I don't think people are doing a survey of every household, and some stats are fabricated. But there is a lot of truth to certain stats. But that's not my point.
Some stats are fabricated too. to make certain things.
It might be statistically proven that you're not going to get a good woman from overseas. But this is why I say, whose report are you going to believe? Are you going to believe the report of the stat that says this is what's more likely to happen? Or are you going to believe faith and what God says you can have?
Well, I mean, if you're on God's side, even though the chances is 1%, you know, they're still possible.
Yeah, and I know they're. Let me read this so they don't think that I'm skipping over there.
Go up again, puppy. Maybe you're missing something. Go.
No, I didn't. This is sushi.
Okay.
See? 84% of black women have kids out of wedlock. Is that not true? Have you been on the inner cities of America? It's nothing but women and children. Yes. I mean, every day I walk outside, I see statistics. I'm not blind to the reality of the world I live in. But let's keep it in, you know, in, what's the word I'm looking for? What I'm talking about, let's keep it in reference to that. What I'm saying is, statistically proven, stats may say that you're more likely to get a woman that had 3 kids and been in a divorce than you are to have a virgin China girl from Asia. But, you know, if I went by what people told me by statistics, I wouldn't have what I believe for. Because you're going to have what you say you're going to have, and you have to have faith. If you believe you can have it, and you're in God and God's in you, He'll give you the desires of your heart. And He's been walking me every day, month after month, week after week, year after year, and I got what I wanted. He's been walking me along the steps. It hasn't been easy, but I got it. So you can slap all the statistics in the world at me, and they may be 100% true. But the beautiful thing is, the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. God is in control, and He honors your faith. So I had people, I remember back in maybe about 2000, I was working at a roofing job, and I was talking to these older gentlemen, and I told them, well, I'm believing God for an Asian woman, a Chinese woman overseas. And they're like, you're not going to do that. You're black. And this is a white guy telling me this. He's like, man, do you know how racist they are? Do you know how hard it is? I said, well, maybe in your generation, but we have the internet and things are a lot easier. He's like, oh, you'll never marry a Chinese woman. It's this or that. It's this or that. But I'm sitting here and I'm listening to these guys. And I'm like, wow, you think people would be happy to say, hey, you know, go for it or be supportive? No, they don't have no love. They don't have the hope of God in them. They're in the world. They're going by what they see. They're carnal. They're going after their natural urges and desires of the flesh. So they see this and they just think by what their experience, what their upbringing, their life, this is what you're going to get. Now, if I ran into those people today, I could say, hey, remember I told you I was going to marry a Chinese wife from Asia? Yeah, I remember that. Well, guess what? Here she is. And when I show her to them, it destroys everything that they said. It doesn't matter what they said. They don't have a relationship with God that I do. The only thing that matters is what I say. It's me and God, and He honors my faith. He doesn't care what people say. It's what I said. I said I was going to have this, and I believed and had faith, and I got it. So when I bring it back to them, it proves them to be a liar, and they just look, and all they can say is, wow, that's amazing. And we're going to close this up because we're at 1:58. Let's see, something about women and children. Everything is a chance, but you're right. Either way, I say there's really no bad thing that happened to people who do different. Okay. So once again, guys, we want to thank everybody for joining in. Thank you guys for this discussion. I hope people get something out of it. I hope people feel encouraged. And I hope it strengthens your faith. And to remember that all things are possible to them that believe. Well, if you're dating in your 40s, most likely you're going to date a woman with kids. 90% of dating pool is single, others, mothers. Good seeing you two together again. Happy Labor Day with you both. Thanks, Ronald.
You too.
If you're going to be dating in your 40s, most likely. See, once again, you're hitting me with statistics. And I'm trying to tell you, you have a choice. You have a free will. If statistics say that you're going to date someone that has a kid, if you go out and you meet someone, she has a kid, and you don't want to date her, guess what? You don't date her. Statistics proven wrong. If you're 40, date a woman who is 25, 35 and no kids. I know, right? It's pretty simple. But anyway,
well, before I dated him, I dated a guy like 10 years older than me, and he was like at 42 or something like that at the time. And, you know, I was still single, I'm still virgin, and I'm, you know, I don't really...
That's right, she was talking, and I was like,
yeah.
I said, this guy's probably been through a divorce.
There's
He's trying to get a young
nothing to be
one.
embarrassed about being single and being virgin, even though you're at certain age. I think that's a good thing, a good quality.
I kind of missed what you said, so how can I brag? I'm not sure. But...
yeah.
Alright. Let me just say one phrase for you. Throwaway women. Go on YouTube, type in China throwaway women. Throwaway girl. And in China and some cities, provinces, if you're not married by a certain age, people consider you old. Even though by American standard, you could be young. So if you're not married by 25, younger guys don't want you because, oh, you're past the age. Now, you and I both know that's retarded because there's a lot of good-looking 25-year-old women, the virgins, single, want to get married. So there's a lot of women over there in their 30s and 40s because they were past that age. Guys just, oh, it's our culture. We're like, you're too old. 25 is like, really? So, I'll say to you, Joe, there are so many Chinese women over there,
Joe.
statistically proven. There's a person on YouTube right now, if I tell you his name, he can show you a video where there's 5 different Chinese women, and they all say they married a black guy. They're all successful, they all have businesses, they're all single, and they all just want to get married. And they might be like 30, 31, they're pretty too, but they're just past that age, and they want to get married, and their parents will accept them too. So there's no excuse. There's too much going for us. There's too much fighting for us than there are fighting against us. So statistically proven, you got more women in China that you can marry that have everything that you want. I don't know whether you want Japanese, Chinese, or whatever. Whether he wants China, Japan, whatever. I'm just saying for the sake of conversation.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
If you like Asian women, you're not specifically what you want. There's that whole population over there just waiting.
The throwaway doesn't mean like people don't want them anymore. He
said, don't go for someone's throwaway girl. No. I know what you guys are saying. Throwaways, that's the term.
They just haven't gotten a chance to get married yet.
These are like virgin girls. Like if you're a female in China, you grow up and they push you to go to college, get a good education, and then at a certain age they push you to get married, which can be kind of unfair because you push the education now. It's like, oh, you know, go ahead and get married before you get too old and guys are going to want you. You could be 25 with a degree and then people are going to say, oh, you're too old, you need to get married. And then if someone tries to introduce you to a guy, he's like, how old is she? Oh, she's 25, but she's got a degree. They're like, oh, no, she's too old. They want someone younger. That's what a throwaway means. I ain't talking about someone's hand-me-down. Someone's been around the block with several people a million times. No.
Because of the population is a lot over there. And they have that cultural thing that, you know, you have to this limit to get married. If you're over that age that you haven't got married yet, then, you know, they think like, you know, you're not good or anything like that. But that's not always been the case for, you know, you just haven't found a person to be married to. So.
All right. So it's time to end it. It's 2:03:39. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for subscribing. Have a blessed day. Be encouraged.
Yes.
If you're single,
please.
If you're looking for a spouse, no matter what race,
don't give up. Talk
to the Lord. She's out there. You'll have whatever you say you have.
Mm-hmm.
Have faith. Be blessed. Thank you, Blasian.
Andre, look at that.
Andre, thank you for the Thai food.
I thought you were eating sushi.
Save us some sushi.
Good night.
Thanks, Sean. Thanks, everybody, for joining in. If you're watching this later and you're tuning in, thank you. Sorry for eating in your face, smacking, trying not to spit food. You know, we just hopped in for you guys. So watch this video again later. If you're down and depressed or whatever, be encouraged, be blessed. Mm-hmm. You can have whatever you say you can have. No excuses. God is on his throne. He hears you. He's waiting for you. Have relationships with him. Fellowship with him. Talk with him. Be blessed. Peace out. You want to give the peace sign, bye-bye?
Peace.